Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I'm going to give you a general update on my writing. For a long time now, I haven't actually been writing. February last year is when I finished writing the book, and I said in a previous video that I spent a lot of time making the cover and working with my friend to edit it. Well, Lindsay, read the book, and then I went and I made the necessary edits, and we both went through the book and read it and perfected things, and eventually we had this book. I held a launch party, and then for the next few months I have been reading at libraries and groups, and usually the main question that I have been getting is, what will I be writing next? And for a lot of the time I have been saying I'll be writing the next Doris book, and if it's not the next Doris book, it'll be a cosy crime novel. And I made plans as to the books that I would write, and then I didn't write. I've worked on trying to write the second Doris book since I finished the last book, and I have known what I want to write, and I have a plan. I just couldn't. I would sit down my computer or with my notepad and pen, and I couldn't figure out the words that I wanted to write. In July I started working on this other project and didn't get anywhere with it, and then I've continuously not written unless I've been at the writers group, and all the time I've been telling people that I will be writing the second Doris book soon, after Christmas and at the start of the new year. Well, as I have also said, a lot of stuff happened at the latter end of last year that kind of had me in a lot of stress, and I can't write whilst I feel like that. And so I didn't. At the start of this year I made the video saying that this year I'd have to focus on my writing. So this is another way to say that I am breaking a reading resolution, writing resolution, without actually being a month into the year, really. So in the last 2 weeks, nearly 3, because we're nearly 3 weeks into the year, I haven't written, and it had reached the point where the actual thought of writing was filling me with dread. It was making me wallow in sadness, really, and there was this unfathomable weight of just not wanting to write, and then feeling incredibly upset that I hadn't written and wasn't able to find the words, and I wasn't able to figure out what I wanted to say, and nothing that I wrote sounded right. And I know that sometimes we call it writer's block, and we say everything, it'll all come back on itself and everything will work out. I was reading through these 2 books that I'd bought, and throughout the process of reading the 2 books I realised that I needed to take a break, but a completely different break to the sort of break that I've taken before, where I've had about a month off and then come back to writing refreshed. I packed everything that I have written before this year into a box and labelled it pre-2016, and on my computer I moved all of my writing files, anything to do with writing, into one folder entitled pre-2016. And the reason I'm doing this is because at the moment I can't actually talk about my own writing without going back to feeling sad. Personally, I just need to find the things that interest me again. And I've been going back and looking at writing textbooks and craft texts that I haven't done since university, and just knowing how other writers do it and trying to figure out what I want to write now. From 2013 until last year, I was constantly writing, and once I finished one book I was starting the next, and even during NaNoWriMo I was taking a break and writing another book really quickly. So I think that this break will also help me to figure out what I actually want to write and why I want to write, because at the moment it feels like I've forgotten. At the moment it feels like actually writing isn't enough. That I want to be saying things in my writing, but I don't know what I want to say yet. And I know, as I've said before, that not every book has to mean something, but I know that it has to mean something to me. I am at a good place where I can say that every book I have written has been written because I wanted to write it. At the moment I can't think whether I want to write any of the books that I had in this really long plan. I have no idea how long this break is going to be. When I first decided to take the break, which was last Monday, I originally envisaged it only lasting until the 1st of February. And then I was sat there last night and realised that maybe the 1st of February is actually too close. Maybe it will be March. Maybe I won't write until the end of the year. And I am perfectly happy to say that I could take a year out. When I do start to write again, I won't be going straight in and writing a novel. I won't be writing short stories unless something really grabs me. I will just be doing writing exercises, evaluating what I've done in the past, and really just reflecting on who I am as a writer. But I can't do that yet because I can't think of anything that I have written because of aforementioned sadness. So yes, I understand that this is not the most excitable video, and really it's not what you want to hear from a writer. You don't want to hear about a writer giving up, but honestly I am quite happy to say that I am. For the moment, for as long as it takes, I am giving up on writing. I am going to focus on my reading. I will still be attending my writers group and I will still be participating in the workshops, but nothing that I write in those workshops for the moment will have any bearing on my later writing, as this channel has turned into a confessional. I'm sorry. Don't worry. This was a video that I was dreading making because I knew that throughout the video I wouldn't be able to get through it without mentioning giving up, because even though it's a break and I keep telling myself not to say that I'm giving up, I can't help but feel like that's what I'm doing. So until next time, that is all.